Hey guys, this is Maya and welcome to Bookshot. Have you ever struggled to say no to people? Have you ever felt guilty after saying no to people? Or have you ever regretted saying yes to people? If this sounds relatable, I get you. Keep watching this video. People might come to you for various reasons. They might come to you for your attention, for your time, for your money, or for anything else. Just think about this. Whenever you have said no to someone, they might have either felt offended or hurtful to hear that no from you. Or if you were on the other side, you might also have felt the same. So let's agree that we all have been there at some point in our life. So it's high time that we need to understand saying no or facing no from someone shouldn't be that difficult if it is done with purpose and grace. If you really want to grow in your life, you will have to disappoint some people. You will have to say no to certain things that you cannot commit to or things that are less important to you. However, remember that saying no shouldn't make you feel guilty about it, nor will it make you any sort of a selfish person. In fact, when you say no to someone, you are actually saying yes to yourself. Now, no is a very small word in every single language in this world. Have you ever thought about this? Why do we feel so insecure to say no? Why do we feel guilty to prioritize our own work? It is somewhere because we have attached a lot of negativity to this word no, or we have over glorified the word yes to a great extent. I recently read this book called The Art of Saying No to understand the importance of saying no. This no is from the perspective of productivity, how to say no so that you can get your things done on time. Saying no need not be always disrespectful or rude. People who actually care for you will eventually understand when you set boundaries. But then saying no is not all about to people who care for you, right? You will have to say no to different types of people. This book covers all the aspects of saying no. The author tells us when to say no, whom to say no, and how to say no during different circumstances. I would highly recommend this book to people who are working from home or people who are struggling to set those healthy boundaries when it comes to work. Lockdown has brought in a lot of changes in all of our lives. There are a bunch of people who still work from home, and there are another bunch of people who have realized the importance of having an extra income or a side income and started their side hustles. So all in all, there are a lot of people in the world today who work from home, and when you work from home, it becomes very important that you set your boundaries right to get your work done on time. When it comes to setting boundaries, it is comparatively easy for a man to set his boundaries. A man's boundary is always respected. But when it comes to a woman, we are conditioned in a way that when people see a woman in a house, they always expect this woman to be available for everything. So that is where the skill or the art of saying no comes into scene, and that is where this book comes handy. I really want you guys to take away something from this video, so I will share with you 3 tips on how to prioritize your time and work. Now before that, you need to understand that it is very important that you respect your time and you prioritize your work first, because if you don't respect your time, nobody else is going to respect your time. Similarly, you have to prioritize your work. When you prioritize your work, when things are clear in your mind, when you know what you have to do, saying no becomes much more easier. Tip number 1, practice saying a direct no. This is the most simplest form of saying no to people. Suppose if you are in the middle of a really important work and one of your friends comes to you asking for some help, tell them, I don't think I can help you at this point because I'm really committed to something else. And if you're feeling a bit uncomfortable to say this, you can also add, I'm really sorry, I don't think I can help you at this point because I'm committed to. Explain them what you are committed to. You don't actually have to do this, but if that person is really close to you and you are feeling bad to say no, you can add this sorry part. But otherwise, saying sorry is not at all required. You don't have to feel guilty to say no to something. Again, don't confuse people. Be very clear when you say no to them. Don't be like, maybe I can help you. Like, don't add those ifs, buts, mays when you say no. If you cannot really commit to that work, be very clear with it. Say a direct no and close that chapter. Tip number 2, you have to try this tip. Do not instantly reply to the messages that pop up in your phone. You got me right. We all have this tendency to instantly reply to the messages that pop up in the middle of nowhere. Our fingers start itching to reply to those messages. Resist on this tendency. We have this option to see those messages from the notification outside, like you don't have to end up inside the inbox. You can see it from the outside itself. So when you realize that these messages could interrupt your work in some way, resist the tendency to reply to those messages. Give it some time. You carry on with your work and get back to that message some point later. And then most of the times what you will see is the person who have messaged you, they will reply back to you saying that it's okay, I got my work done in some other way. You don't have to bother about it now. Now imagine if you have responded to that message earlier and how much of your time would have wasted if you have done that. Just imagine. One more thing I would suggest you to do from my side when it comes to phone is that keep your phone on focus mode whenever you're doing something very important. So I nowadays keep my phone on focus mode from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. which is like 5 hours a day. And I do check it during the lunch break to see if there is something important. But then I keep it on focus mode for the rest of the time. And this has helped me a lot to get my things done on time. You might have seen that I have been very consistent on this channel over the last 1 month. That is all because of the focus mode feature on my phone. Tip number 3, when someone asks you for help and you are in the middle of something, recommend them someone who is much better than you, who can help them to get that work done. This way what you are doing is you are saving your own time as well as you are helping that person to reach someone who is much qualified than you to help them in that particular work. So this is a very positive approach to look at prioritizing your work. The Art of Saying No is a 172 pages short book with immense value. It would be a great addition to your reading list if you're really looking forward to learn the skill of saying no in different circumstances. I would highly recommend you to go for the Kindle version, which is just 49 rupees. I will leave the link in the description box below. And for those who do not want to purchase the book, I have something else for you as well. So what you can do is you can check out this author's website, which is artofproductivity.com. Link will be in the description. Go to this website. There you will find a lot of articles on time management and productivity. I'm very sure those articles will help you in one way or the other. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you got some value from this video. If yes, make sure you share this video with your friends and family who are interested in these kind of topics. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit on that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. See you in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.